Since 1976, Ingleside Homes has been providing affordable housing, health care, and supportive social services. Ingleside Retirement Apartments is a winner of this year's MetLife Foundation Award for Excellence in Affordable Housing and is recognized for its green features and outstanding supportive services. The facility is situated in Cool Springs Historic District, convenient to hospitals, pharmacies, grocery stores, parks, and I-95. The Cool Springs Park, which is directly in front of Ingleside, provides an ideal spot for our residents to exercise. In 2010, through the Federal Green Retrofit Program, Ingleside updated systems with state-of-the-art, energy-efficient technology. Ingleside's CEO and maintenance manager are both green certified and receive ongoing education. They developed a green operating manual and a facility-wide recycling program. Over the years, we've seen the average age of our residents increase from 70 to currently 86 years old. Transportation's a must for seniors who can no longer drive. Ingleside is a half block from 6 city bus routes and a daily stop by the DART paratransit. When special assistance is needed, Ingleside provides a 16-passenger, fully accessible van to transport our residents to physicians' visits. The van is also used to take residents on errands. Upon entering Ingleside, residents are greeted by one of our 24-hour reception desk staff. Alice, Darwin, John, and Eric are the nerve center of the Ingleside operations. They greet guests and residents and sign them in and out, receive packages, and serve as the residents' bank to cash checks. Behind the scenes, they monitor security cameras 24 hours a day and call every resident who does not show up for a meal just to make sure they're okay. Ingleside offers both 1- and 2-room apartments. All rooms are equipped with individually controlled heat and air conditioning. The rent includes cable television, in-house channels, phone with unlimited long-distance calling, heat and air conditioning, utilities, transportation, housekeeping, maintenance, and activities. The residents have many options for their spare time. They may elect their quiet room of their own or prefer the community lounge or bistro area where there's an event or an opportunity for socializing. The lounge is a welcoming, comfortable setting for socializing. It has a large screen TV and a 350-gallon aquarium that was gifted by a Las Vegas donor. The lounge also has 4 computers with internet access for residents' use. Each resident is given an email account free from Generations Online. Here, residents receive training from student interns. One of the devices that has enhanced the lives of many of our residents is the Video Eye Machine, which enlarges documents up to 400 times their original size. Ingleside also has a library packed with large print bestsellers and DVD audiobooks, which were contributed from AstraZeneca and the Wilmington Library. The library is also used for many other purposes, such as arts and crafts. Here, the local EMT volunteer their time to train residents in safety measures and CPR in our library. The library's most popular activity is Wii Bowling. Ingleside residents take their Wii Bowling very seriously. In fact, this year, they competed with over 14 Newcastle County senior centers, and they came in second. Residents using canes, walkers, and wheelchairs are equally proficient at this game. Physicians applaud the use of Wii Bowling for arthritis and stroke victims. The Downs Cultural Center was a passion of Mrs. Robert N. Downs, who assisted Ingleside by chairing a capital campaign in 1991 for this purpose. Letty wanted a place designed just for seniors with programming they could enjoy. Her legacy lives on. Over 8,000 guests attend the Downs Center programs each year. Other common areas available to our residents include the front porch balcony, where fountains, plants, rockers create a home-like and communal atmosphere. Residents also love the backyard H. Fletcher Brown Gardens and deck. The gardens were originally designed by world-famous Charles Welford Levitt in 1920, specifically for H. Fletcher Brown. Plans are underway to restore the gardens to their original splendor, using the talents of Rodney Robinson, whose clients include the National Botanical Gardens, Longwood Gardens, and the Nemours Mansion. The gardens are currently maintained in part by our residents, including Kirby Thomas, who served on the board of the Delaware Center for Horticulture. Residents missing their gardens from home enjoy the opportunity to work outdoors. They won the Livable Delaware Award as well as many City Garden Club awards for their efforts. In the summer, residents and neighbors are treated to outdoor concerts. And the annual family picnic, which attracts 400 attendees each year. Our CEO is not exactly conventional and wears quite a few different hats. You'll rarely see him in his office. He's more likely to be assisting with cooking, fixing the broiler, or repairing a leak in the roof. Our residents and staff definitely keep him jumping. Our dining program offers 3 hot meals per day with a choice of 4 entrees at each meal. Any senior over the age of 62 can enjoy a subsidized meal at Ingleside through the Title III program. All meals are approved by a licensed nutritionist. The work delivered by the dining staff is a team effort led by Dining Director Barb Flowers. Willie Shield and Carl Reed staff the kitchen and dining room and make sure services are never interrupted. There is over 40 years of experience between the 2 gentlemen. There are many other dedicated staff members who have embraced training and advancement and have become invaluable to the operations at Ingleside. A good example is our cook, Orrin. Orrin exhibited a natural talent for food preparation and has carved out a career at Ingleside. His daily homemade soups rival some of the best restaurants in Delaware. Our maintenance director, Brad Wallace, oversees the building, grounds, and safety of the residents. Our finance team not only supports our CEO with managing financials for the corporation, but also works with applicants and their families to calculate the most affordable rent for their income. Debbie and Joe, Ingleside's resident service coordinators, link all residents with the appropriate social services. They assist with taxes, balancing the checkbooks, arranging meetings with caregivers, and prescription programs for over 200 seniors. The resident services coordinators are an invaluable asset to Ingleside. Our nurse, Georgia Sutton, provides a wellness center to all residents, monitoring blood pressures, arranging flu shots, providing educational seminars, and more. She makes doctor's appointments and coordinates transportation for over 100 residents. She also manages our affordable home health agency, which provides care for seniors to help them remain independent longer. The team that plays together stays together. The minimal turnover, especially in key positions, strengthens the organization. Take the Chandler brothers. They have almost 50 years of service between them and are a wealth of institutional knowledge. IRA has an active resident council with President Gene Sundstrom leading the way. Through Gene's leadership, many new programs and activities have been developed. The council works on collaborative projects, such as the birdhouses donated by Tower Hill for Earth Day, and recognizing and honoring fellow residents. Peg Stone was recently honored for her years of service and named Resident of the Year. Elsie Carr was recently recognized for the many years of service given as librarian at Ingleside. Mayor Baker recognizes Ingleside residents who are 90 years or more in a special ceremony each year. Ingleside is proud to be home of so many veterans. Nonprofits thrive on the energy and fresh ideas of volunteers. The Starlighters, a local dance group, and the Brandywiners are examples of groups that perform routinely at Ingleside. Students from Padua, Ursuline Academy, Tower Hill, Sally's, and St. Anthony's are frequent guests at our facilities. Tower Hill has an intergenerational program entering its 18th year. Ingleside frequently sponsors interns from the University of Delaware and enjoys volunteer groups from banks such as Barclays and Bank of America. Ingleside's Ladies Auxiliary has worked diligently behind the scenes for decades to provide Ingleside residents with a gift shop. Each year, they sponsor bake sales and bazaars to raise funds for residents. Thanks to the generosity of AstraZeneca and Fox Rehab, our residents have had a wonderful holiday celebration each year. The task ahead of us is never as great as the power behind us. And Ingleside has great power in leadership and representation. There are 2 teams of volunteers that are most critical to the success of Ingleside, our Board of Trustees and our Advisory Council. These photos represent many of past and present leadership. Ingleside also has tremendous power in friendships. We have the type of friends that will drop everything they're doing to assist Ingleside. You know who you are, and you're here because you care about Delaware's seniors. The City of Wilmington, through the city licensing and inspections, has partnered with Ingleside Senior Services to identify and assist at-risk seniors who are victims of abuse, neglect, or poverty. In fact, Ingleside has consistently received support from every level of government. We would not have achieved the level of success without the generous support from foundations, including Longwood, Marmouth, Welfare, Laffrey McHugh, Chichester DuPont, Delaware Community Foundation, and Crystal Trust. The toughest thing about success is that you have to keep on being a success. Ingleside's successful business model uses congregate living and economies of scale to negotiate contracts, which greatly reduces residents' costs. We appreciate everyone's support and hope you will continue to work with us to create new units to serve the low, moderate income, frail, and elderly, create the highest quality living environment for the least amount of dollars, and to be excellent stewards of the taxpayers' dollars. At Ingleside, we found that it's the small stuff, the simple things, that bring the greatest joy. It's the service of others and the commitment to doing more than others ask of you that makes a difference. In conclusion, although our organization has faced considerable challenges, we have thrived for 40 years because of our excellent staff, community partners, and strong leadership. It may take a village to raise a child, but it takes an entire community to achieve excellence in affordable housing.